Welcome back, welcome back. Let's see if we get this verdict reading. Y'all share this out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tap in. Oh, I seen the movement somewhere in the corner of my eye. I think I seen some movement. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Let's get this flowing. Let's see if we gonna get this verdict tonight. Halloween verdict. The late night Halloween verdict.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no other.
Let's see what it do.
So I'm going to just bring the jurors in, just let them know I recognize it's getting late, and I'm going to give them the option to continue working tonight if they wish, or to come back if they wish. Okay? And I'll just let them make the call. This is not meant to be torture. All right? Okay, bring them in.
Never going back to work.
No, it's been fun. It's been interesting.
Who's that? The same lady that got the hot mic earlier that said you better shut your mouth? Was that the same lady? Tay Biz, nah, verdict not in yet. She calling them in right now. I just was passing the 12-hour mark, so I had to restart my stream. So we'll see. But nah, not no verdict yet. It's not official yet. But she calling the jury in to see if they want to keep deliberating. But we gonna see. We was at the 12 hours. Shit, right in time, right, family? Shoot, as soon as I ended, that shit was like, here they come.
Good evening, members of the jury. It is now 9:55, so I just wanted to let you know, first of all, this is not meant to be torture, okay? This is not meant to be torture. And we can stay as late as you guys want to keep working. We can also recess, give you guys a break, come back next week. So I want you all to go back and just discuss amongst yourselves and make the call whether or not you want to keep working tonight, or if you want to come back next week, and it could be whatever day works for you all. That's when you guys can come back and you would just continue your deliberations. So again, I just want to emphasize that we understand you guys are making huge sacrifices for us, and we don't wish to abuse you in the process. So I'm going to have you all step back and talk, and then come back out and let me know what you want to do. Okay? All right? Thank you.
All right.
What up, though? Tay Biz TV. Miss D56 says we got movement. No one. Lady L, what up, what up, what up? Appreciate y'all, family. Hey, here we go with the love already. Shout out to Tay Biz with the 10 spot.
And just so you guys know, if they do come back, we're going to move to my courtroom. Okay? According to them.
You didn't miss nothing. She just brought the jury out to give them a chance to decide if they want to go home for the day or if they want to keep deliberating. So they about to go back and discuss if they want to keep deliberating or if they want to go home for the day. Verdict clock still running, family. This is just what I already had the video titled as, so I just had to switch over. All right, back where we was. Appreciate all y'all being here. Hold on. First off, let me put some respect on Tay Biz's name. Let me type that in real quick. Keep the TSC up. Let me add Tay Biz to the list.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Oh, wait, they coming back. Something back. I see some movement.
tonight or come back next week? Okay, all right, then keep working. We're here. All right, thank you.
All right.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Shout out to Tate Biz with the $10. Appreciate it, fam. Just on the love of it. No name, no nothing. I appreciate that. Much love
Okay,
to Tate
thank
Biz.
you. All right, very good.
So they gonna be staying for the night, family. They gonna keep it going. They want to finish this tonight. They don't want to come back Monday.
I am going to start loading it up.
They said they want to finish this up tonight. They don't want to come back Monday. They don't want to come back Monday. So we going to keep it rolling then. we going to keep on going where we was. How y'all feeling in the chat? Let me see. I need to start a new poll for this one. It's getting back spicy. Hold on.
However, that's not what happens. Mr. Davion Murphy, big guy, listed at about 5'9", 215 pounds. Burly looking fella, a little gruff. Comes outside and makes Mr. Chance get in the back seat, and he hops in the front seat, and he drives the cruise to the McDonald's. And you see Davion Murphy in the driver's seat, Alicia Andrews in the passenger seat, and Isaiah Chance is in the back. Now, in the interrogation room, Detective Ramos tells Alicia Andrews that she must not be wearing a mask at the clubs to conceal, she must be wearing the masks at the club to conceal her identity because she's not wearing the mask at the McDonald's. But the reality is, Alicia Andrews thought that it was just going to be her and her boyfriend. No reason to wear the health mask, the medical mask. Then she didn't know that Davion Murphy was going to bum rush the ride and take control of the driver's seat, let alone did she expect Isaiah Chance to let him do so. So she's caught without her mask unexpectedly. Davion's in the video, you see him smoking and puffing, and Alicia wants to say something, but she can't. Because she's afraid to say something to this guy who just bogarted the cruise, made her man get in the back seat, and took over. She won't say anything. Not because she was trying to hide herself. She didn't say anything because she was scared. Not because she wanted the guy to smoke in her face, because she was scared. They get back to the Airbnb, and a few hours later, they head out again. Go to Club Teasers. Now they're in the cruise again, and Isaiah Chance is driving. Now the state asserts that because Isaiah Chance is driving and Alicia Andrews is right next to him while Isaiah Chance is on her phone, Alicia must have heard everything Isaiah said. They got that from Juan Ramos. But that's a bad assumption. Because there's...
For that comment, Your Honor, is it proper?
Anyway, again, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this are just the opening statements. The attorneys are telling you what they believe the evidence will be. That's all that it is, their belief. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Malcolm.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's a bad assumption. Because there's no way of knowing. Although the cell phone data shows that that line was open and there was communication between the two phones, there's no way of knowing whether Isaiah Chance was the talker or the listener. And even if Isaiah Chance was the talker, there's no way to know whether he was using explicit language that Alicia Andrews could understand. So, when in the interrogation room, Detective Ramos asks Alicia Andrews what Isaiah Chance was saying, and she says, I don't know. It was the truth. She didn't know. And there is no evidence whatsoever to the contrary. When they get to the club, and they get out, Detective Ramos assumes that Alicia Andrews allows Isaiah Chance to use her phone. That's not the case. When Isaiah Chance says, give me the phone, she knows it's in her best interest to give him the phone. And so she does. Isaiah Chance uses Ms. Andrews' phone all the time.
The evidence is going to show that anything that I may have.
Nothing new, nothing strange whatsoever to Ms. Andrews. Give me your phone, here's the phone. So he asked for the code to unlock the phone, and Miss Andrews gives him the code to unlock the phone. Nothing new, nothing strange, nothing suspicious about this at all. And you see them walking, and conspicuously you'll note that though there's an assertion that all the defendants in this murder conspired together, coordinated together, one stands out. When you see them in the video at Truth 18 and teasers, you see that Isaiah Chance is dressed in all black, face covered with the health mask, hoodie on. You see Alicia Andrews not dressed in all black, mask on, face completely exposed. When you see the video of the shooters at the hotel, all dressed in black, from head to toe. Rashad Murphy and Sean Gaithright. Everybody's coordinated, dressed in black, covered from head to toe. Isaiah Chance, Rashad Murphy, Davion Murphy, Sean Gaithright. All of them.
I think that is her back there. I know. I think Brooklyn asked that earlier. I think that is her in that picture. Let me see. I gotta play the full thing. Let me see.
The evidence is going to show that anything that I may have said, they exacerbated it.
I'm gonna have to look it up real quick.
Except Alicia. She wasn't in the loop. Then they walk up to the club. You see them go out of camera, then go back to the car, and they leave. Now, the state says that everywhere they went, they were following Charles Jones. As a matter of fact, the state even said Alicia was driving. Said that twice. Alicia Andrews doesn't even have a driver's license. Doesn't even know how to drive. Never drove. Was never in control of the situation. She was a passenger in a car. Her boyfriend drove, in her mind, to get some food and to go to a few clubs in Tampa. She had one agenda, to be with her boyfriend. No mission to do anything to Mr. Charles Jones. Be with the boyfriend. But the state says, and Detective Ramos said it too, that Alicia Andrews, if she wasn't a part of the conspiracy, should have stayed in the car. Could have stayed in the car. But at the same time, the state tells you that Mr. Jones died in the car, caged. He was a sitting duck in a car. So of course, when Isaiah Chance gets out of the car in the middle of the night, Alicia Andrews knows better than to just stay in the car. She came with her boyfriend, intends to be with her boyfriend, gets out with her boyfriend, and walks to the club with her boyfriend. She didn't stay in the car like a sitting duck, because bad things can happen to you when you sit in the car in the parking lot. That's it. That's all. No evidence whatsoever suggesting that Alicia Andrews was on some surveillance mission. As a matter of fact, there's no indication that Isaiah Chance needed her help to survey anything. When walking, you'll see Alicia Andrews is farthest away from the club. Both clubs. No indication whatsoever that Alicia Andrews was on some kind of surveillance team, surveillance mission. She wasn't even dressed like the rest of the alleged conspirators. Alicia,
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
Hey, yo. Shout out to Miss D56 with the 10 spot. Appreciate you, family. Much love for the PayPal. Y'all show us some love. Drop some 56s in the building. We still got your emoji coming soon. That's a fact. But appreciate you, family. She says, thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do. Shout out to Miss D56. Appreciate you, family. Oh, unless you meant the whole thing. My bad. Was it not supposed to share that?
Andrews
I'm sorry.
Tells Detective Ramos this, but he says, no, what are you doing there? You must be stalking. You must be surveying. And she tells him that that's just not the case. I'm with my boyfriend. She says it over and over again, I'm just with my boyfriend. As a matter of fact, in that interrogation room, every time Detective Ramos asks her questions about herself, She's forthcoming and truthful. He tells her she has the right to remain silent. She doesn't exercise that right. She tells him exactly what he wants to know when he asks her questions about her. For example, in the interview, Detective Ramos asks, "Is that you in the car?" Without hesitation. She says, "Yeah, that's me." Another truthful statement. "Do you know the guy who drove you to McDonald's?" No, she doesn't know him. Just showed up at the Airbnb that night. "You guys went to some clubs?" "Yeah." "Couldn't get in though." And the reason why they didn't go in is because they didn't like the price. They asked the bouncer how much, didn't like the price, didn't go in. "Do you remember the clubs that you went to?" "Not really." "Is that you and Zay as they walk through the parking lot?" Isaiah, they call him Zay. "Is that you and Zay?" "Yeah." "Is he using your phone?" "Yeah." "Who is he talking to on the phone?" "I don't know." "At the McDonald's, was Isaiah in the back seat?" "Yeah." Every time Detective Ramos asks Ms. Andrews a question, she's honest, forthcoming, not trying to hide anything. It's just the truth. However, Detective Ramos doesn't like the truth. He gets upset, starts yelling at Alicia, starts cussing at Alicia, starts telling Alicia that she's going to die in jail, starts telling Alicia that her parents are going to die and she'll never get to see them, tell Alicia Andrews that she'll never be able to see her baby again, all because his perception doesn't fit her reality, and he won't let her reality change his perception. But the reality is Alicia Andrews had one agenda, and this group had an entirely different agenda. You'll see. You'll see that there was no instance in time where Alicia Andrews did anything to contribute to this conspiracy. As the state spoke to you, it spoke quite a while. Never once did they say that Alicia Andrews did anything like touch a gun, touch an extended clip, touch a brass catcher. None of that. You won't find any physical evidence, no DNA, no fingerprints. You think that being a part of this big conspiracy, at least one time, ex-boyfriend or somebody in the group said, "Hey, hold this gun. Hey, give me that magazine. Hey, what about the brass catcher?" Not one time. No physical evidence, no DNA supporting any assertion that Alicia Andrews had anything to do with this conspiracy. It's almost as if Alicia Andrews was not necessary for the trip. Plain as day. It's true. These guys did not need Alicia Andrews to commit murder. No. Alicia Andrews did not know these guys intended to commit murder. No. No evidence whatsoever, except for Alicia Andrews came to Tampa to be with her boyfriend. The group, all of them in the group, made their phones go ghost, except Alicia Andrews. All of them wore all black attire. Not Alicia Andrews. If the state's right, all of them went in the back door of the Airbnb. Not Alicia Andrews. All of them brought guns to the party, except Alicia Andrews. It was Alicia Andrews the entire time who had one agenda and one alone, that to be with her boyfriend, never in a group of guys who conspired to kill Charles Jones, if the state is right. I want you to stay focused throughout this trial. While the state spoke, it talked a lot about Rashad Murphy, Davion Murphy, Isaiah Chance, Seth Gaithright, or Sean Gaithright, whichever one. But the styling of this case is the state of Florida versus Alicia Andrews. Stay focused. And you will see, ladies and gentlemen, that there is not one single shred of evidence that supports the state's claim that Alicia Andrews conspired to kill Charles Jones, let alone did anything to further such conspiracy. You'll listen to the evidence in this case, and you'll look for it. You'll look for it. You'll look to see the action that Alicia took to further this conspiracy. You'll hear the evidence in this case and you'll look for it. You'll look to see evidence that Alicia Andrews knew something about this conspiracy to kill Charles Jones. But you won't see it. What you will learn is that Alicia Andrews had absolutely no knowledge that these 4 boys conspired to kill Charles Jones. And the reason she had no knowledge is because she was not in that group. She was never in the loop because she was never in the group. Despite all of the evidence, all of the technology, cell phone records, license plate readers, DNA catchers, fingerprints, agencies like JSO, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Gwinnett County Police, Tampa Police Department, ATF, all of these agencies, all of this technology, none of it will render one shred of evidence to prove that case. It's kind of like what Isaac Asimov said when he said that the saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, listen to the evidence in this case. Be the wisdom, right the wrong, and render the only verdict that the facts and the law in this case supports. That Alicia Andrews, not only beyond a reasonable doubt, is not guilty. Alicia Andrews is innocent. Alicia Andrews is innocent. Alicia Andrews is innocent. And render a verdict of not guilty. Thank you. To the evidence in this case. Be the wisdom, right the wrong, and render the only verdict that the fact.
What's going on when Typhon McCrae's vehicle is not following directly behind Charles Jones and his girlfriend's vehicle?
Monty was just driving a little crazy, so he didn't want to be close to her car, so he just stayed back.
Okay. And can you tell us who is getting out of the vehicles now?
Me and Typhon.
Okay. And could you see where another person got into the driver's seat?
In the video?
Yes.
No.
Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence.
I'm going to ask you to take a look at when Mr. McCrae gets out of the vehicle. Do you kind of see somebody get into the driver's seat?
Oh, yeah.
Who is that?
Camilla.
Your friend, Miss Camilla Bentley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And where are you going at this point?
To use the restroom.
Okay. How long are you in the restroom?
A couple minutes.
And what happens when you're in the restroom?
Nothing. As soon as I walked out the restroom, I just heard stuff outside.
What did you hear?
Shooting.
Okay. And when you heard shooting, what did you do?
I had stayed next to the lady at the front desk.
And had you seen, when you went to the restroom, where did Mr. McCrae, Typha McCrae, go?
He used the restroom too.
Okay. When you got out of the restroom, did you see him at all?
Yeah, like we walked out at like the same time.
Okay. And you said you started, did you hear shooting while you were in the restroom or when you came out?
No.
No. No, he's sleeping.
The restroom was like in a deep hallway, so I didn't really hear it till I got out of the hallway.
And when you heard the shooting, what was Typha McCrae, was he already out of the restroom?
Yeah, we heard it at like the same time.
And what did he do?
He didn't do anything. We stayed in there and we heard it stop, but then it kept going. So when he heard it stop, he was finna walk out there, but it started going again, so he didn't go out there.
So I want to ask you, you said at some point you heard shooting and it stopped, and then it started again, correct? Mm-hmm. Do you know how much time elapsed, or can you estimate?
A few seconds, probably like 10 seconds, 10, 30 seconds.
Okay. And while you heard shooting, did you or Mr. McCrae try to go outside into that parking lot where Charles Jones was parked?
No.
After the shooting happened, what did you do?
I called Camilla.
Okay. And why did you call Camilla Bentley?
Because I knew she was outside in the car, and it wasn't no cars out there, so I just called to see where she was at.
You said there were no cars outside, so at some point, did you go and look to see
No,
where
I
the
could
cars
see it
were?
through the door. It was a clear door.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop this.
Okay, very good. It's my turn. We have a verdict?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Defendant's present, his counsel's present, state's present. Let's bring the jury.
All right.
All right, very good. Welcome back members of the jury. It's my understanding you've reached a verdict and the foreperson hand the verdict form to the bailiff. Okay, very good. Madam Clerk? Yes. Please publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 13th Judicial Circuit of the State of Florida, in and for Hillsborough County Criminal Justice Division, State of Florida versus Alicia Andrews, case number 24 CF 11996, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1, the defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2, the defendant is not guilty. So say we all, dated this 31st day of October 2025, signed foreperson of the jury.
All right, thank you very much. Have a seat. Does either side wish me to poll the jury?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you, each of you, this is your true and correct verdict. I'm going to call you by your initials and your jury number. And I just need you to respond yes or no. Okay? All right, juror number 5, initials DC. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 13, initials LM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Juror number 14, initials SC. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
And with
Juror
this
21,
judge too, you know she gon' give her the max.
Correct verdict.
You know she gonna max her
Juror
out.
number 23, initials CJ. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 41, initials AM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 42, initials LL. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 45, initials JO. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 58, initials SH. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 61, initials SM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 62, initials PB. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 71, initials MG. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Okay. All right, very good. I have one final set of very brief formal instructions and then something
Monkey shit.
less formal to say to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. On behalf of everyone, we are indebted to you. We are so grateful that you all agreed to serve as jurors. I would never tell anyone we have a perfect legal system. We do not have a perfect criminal justice system. But in my humble opinion, we have the best in the history of the world because as you can see, we have citizens like yourselves. You come from all different backgrounds, experiences, and you come together and you decide these very difficult cases. We've asked a lot of you over the past 2 weeks. You all have never complained. You've worked diligently. And on just behalf of everyone involved, you all should really go home tonight and feel good about yourselves as citizens and the important public service that you provided on behalf of everybody. The good news is your jury service is now done. So you all are free to go. You're free to talk to anybody you want to about the case. You're free to not speak about this case at all again to anybody. And that will be left up completely to you. All right? Safe travels wherever you're headed. Thank you so much.
All right.
So that's up to 15 years and a $10,000 fine. So she don't have to give her 15, but she can give her up to 15 years.
Very good. You guys can have a seat. So, you all want a PSI prepared?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to set off sentencing. Let's see here. I think it normally takes about 30 days for a PSI. Would that be accurate?
Yes, Judge, I do believe so.
Okay. So I could do it a couple days before Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys want to or are available. The next week I'm scheduled to be in a murder trial, but I could specially set this that Monday morning, December 1st. December 8th, I can make it work. So, Mr. McClymont, you tell me what works best for you. I'll start with you.
December 8th works.
Okay, very good.
Judge, I actually have a jury trial, but what time would you do it on the 8th?
Well, I can work around your schedule.
It's a death penalty case, and it starts the week of the 1st.
Who's it gonna?
Judge Houston.
Okay.
So if we do it early in the morning, I'm
Sure.
sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he would accommodate us, so I can, Mr. 8:30? Does that work for you, Ms. McClymont?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So we will set sentencing, Ms. Andrews, for December 8th at 8:30 in the morning. And the PSI...
December 8th, sentencing December 8th. That's 2 months before she gets sentenced. 2 months. She got to sit around and wait to see what her time will be.
The PSI needs to be prepared, and it needs to be returned by December 3rd. And do you notify?
Yes.
Okay, and Ms. Andrews will remain in custody, no bond, until her sentencing on December 8th. Okay, thank you all. We're concluded.
Court adjourned.
Does the jury instructions have the statute for manslaughter? Do you know? The second.
Yeah. The clerk's just asking me what the statute number is for manslaughter. I can look it up real quick.
Is it a second degree felony?
Yep, second degree felony. Up to $10,000 fine and 15 years. Up to 15 years.
782.07. And is that a second degree? Yes, sir. Yep.
Perfect.
You're
Thank
right.
you so much.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Damn, son. Man, I don't know. We all thought what y'all thought. Y'all thought she was gonna get. Let me see what y'all thought in the thing. Would the verdict be guilty? Not guilty. 43% of y'all said not guilty. 20% said first degree murder. 20% said second degree murder. So I guess we would count that as the manslaughter. Well, I didn't think I added that one. I just had hung out of 46 votes. Appreciate y'all participation. Hey, Felisa Cortez, what up? What up? She still has a second chance at life. True that, true that. It is better than getting that life sentence for that full murder, because that would have been crazy, but true that. Appreciate you, family. Give time served, probation, and a fine so she could go home and raise her child. Right, right. I'm literally sick. Trakisha said I'm sick. She can't take it. She can't take it. Nikki P, what up, though? Hello, everyone. See, look at October 2025. A Key Lango man got 5 years for DUI manslaughter. Yeah, it could be less than 15. She don't have to give her 15. But we know this judge be kind of wilding, man. I don't trust her. They need to let somebody else. I don't know. I guess we have to see on December. Yeah, it's better, but it's not right. Yeah, she does have a second chance. Yeah. I say there is reasonable doubt, especially during her testimony. She handled herself well. Yeah, I did see reasonable doubt as well. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. There was definitely some reasonable doubt. I think her attorneys could have did a little bit better, but I think they did a good job, man. They held it down. That's still better than life, man. That's crazy. Took them, what, 2.5? Well, actually 3 hours, because plus the 50 minutes. 2.5 plus 50 minutes. Took them about 3 hours to deliberate. They came out for a while, and the question they asked was, the stuff in category, in the first category about the rules, did that count? So let me see. We still wait for them to come back. I'll play that beginning part again. Or I could play the question, actually. And then we come back to that. I don't know if y'all saw the question. Oh, that's look like they blacking out over there. Let me play the question real quick, and then we'll see. When was it? Right here? Oh, yeah. Think about right here.
I'm going to give them the option to continue working tonight if they wish,
Oh, no,
or to
it's
come
before
back
that.
if they wish. Okay? And I'll just let them make the call. This is not meant to be torture. All right? Okay, bring them in. Apply in the case.
I think it was right here. For always, forever, for life. What up, though? I see you, family. Appreciate you joining.
All right. Does criteria number 1 in the definition of a principle apply in the case of second-degree murder, signed by the foreperson? Right? The legal answer is yes, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Criteria, you talking about the element?
Said that's the exact. Does criteria number 1 in the definition of a principle apply in the case of second-degree murder?
I don't know what criteria. If they're talking about the element, I guess I want to clarify that before I just send back an answer. I don't know what they're referring to when they say criteria.
All right. Let me take a look. I'm assuming that's what they mean.
There you go. The criteria of
So you want to send a question back, or just bring them back and ask them, or bring them out and ask them?
I guess they can come out.
Y'all get them like buttons up. Appreciate y'all, family.
Judge, can I ask you about, not in this case, Pedlowski, that was just canceled, right? That wasn't heard by somebody else?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jail's just confirming.
Okay. Very good. Go ahead and bring them in.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
What?
And y'all show Trakisha some love in the chat. Drop her some coins and all that good stuff. Some TKs or something. Some appreciation. Show her some love for another $10 spot on the Cash App. Appreciate you for all your support, family. She says, you rock. Thanks for covering this. Hey, thank you for being here. Shout out to Trakisha. Appreciate you, family. Thank you for the reminder. Hit the like button. I was so into watching, forgot, but now it's all good.
Right.
Hey, appreciate you.
Okay, very good. Welcome back, and I've received the following communication from the jury. This criteria, number one, in the definition of a principle apply in the case of second-degree murder, signed by the foreperson of the jury. And by criteria, do you mean element one, the defendant intended the crime to occur? Okay, so any objection to me answering the question?
I didn't.
Okay, someone nodded their head yes. Is that correct? Yes? Okay.
No objection.
Okay, the answer is yes. Okay? All right? It does. Okay, very good. Sorry about
Answer is
taking
yes.
off the seats that again here, okay? It's coming. They promised us, okay? All right. Okay, very good. Thank you all. You can
All right.
continue your deliberations.
Yeah. So yeah, it looked like they shut it down. Let me see. Guilty of manslaughter, family. I don't know. That's the question I've been asking the whole time. Like, shoot, can we see some ankles or wrists or something?
It's been interesting.
Was it her peers or nah? Well, we about to get up out of here. Hold on, let me see. I just want to read. We gonna let her read the verdict one more again.
This is not meant to be torture, okay? I want you all to go back and just discuss amongst yourselves and make the call whether or not you want to keep working tonight or if you want to come back next week, and it could be whatever day works for you all. That's when you guys can come back and you would just continue your deliberations. Okay. The bailiff. My understanding, you've reached a verdict, and the foreperson hand the verdict form to the bailiff.
Right, her whole attitude different. She sounded like she was excited to read this verdict.
Okay, very good, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
Please publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 13th Judicial Circuit of the State of Florida, in and for Hillsborough County Criminal Justice Division, State of Florida versus Alicia Andrews, case number 24 CF 11996, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1, the defendant is guilty of manslaughter, a lesser included offense. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2, the defendant is not guilty. So say we all, dated this 31st day of October 2025, signed foreperson of the jury.
All right, thank you very much. Have a seat. Does that side wish me to poll the jury?
Yes.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to this is your true and correct verdict. I'm going to call you by your initials and your jury number. And I just need you to respond yes or no. Okay? All right, juror number 5, initials DC. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 13, initials LM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Juror number 14, initials SC. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror 21, initials EM. Is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror number 20.
There go moms. She don't look so happy. She look like she wanted her to get that life. She don't look too happy still.
3, initials CJ. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 41, initials AM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 42, initials LL. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 45, initials JO. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 58, initials SH. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 61, initials SM. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 62, initials PB. Is this your true and correct verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 71, initials MG.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
All right, very good. I have one final set of very brief formal instructions and then something a little less formal to say to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from the media, from the attorneys, or elsewhere. It will be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. On behalf of everyone, we are indebted to you. We are so grateful that you all agreed to serve as jurors. I would never tell anyone we have a perfect legal system. We do not have a perfect criminal justice system. But in my humble opinion, we have the best in the history of the world because, as you can see, we have citizens like yourselves. You come from all different backgrounds, experiences, and you come together and you decide these very difficult cases. We've asked a lot of you over the past 2 weeks. You all have never complained. You've worked diligently. And on just behalf of everyone involved, you all should really go home tonight and feel good about yourselves as citizens and the important public service that you provided on behalf of everybody. The good news is your jury service is now done, so you all are free to go. You're free to talk to anybody you want to about the case. You're free to not speak about this case at all again to anybody, and that will be left up completely to you. All right? Safe travels wherever you're headed. Thank you so much.
All right.
And that's it, family. That's it. The verdict has been laid out. It's guilty on manslaughter. Guilty on manslaughter, family.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the police.
Very good. You guys
Could
can
get up
have a
to
seat.
15 years.
You all want a PSI prepared?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to set off sentencing. Let's see here. I think it normally takes about 30 days for a PSI. Would that be accurate?
Yes, Judge, I do believe so.
Okay. So I could do it a couple days before Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys want to or are available. The next week I'm scheduled to be in a murder trial, but I could specially set this that Monday morning, December 1st. December 8th, I can make it work. So, Mr. McClymont, you tell me what we're...
December 8th is when it is. All right, family. Shout out to Aubrey Yah. Shout out to Tate Biz. Shout out to our stream sponsors of the day. Y'all show them some love. Let me drop y'all a quick switch over here. Boom. Shout out to our stream sponsors. Shout out to Biggest Op. Shout out to Miss D56, Trakesha for always, for love, for forever, for life. Shout out to Chamar Black is Golden. Miss D56. Appreciate you, family. Shout out to our anonymous sponsor, Felicia Cortez. What up, though? Shout out to Miss DB. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate y'all, family. I'm seeing doubles. Aubrey, y'all. Appreciate you. Tay Biz. Appreciate you, Miss D56. That's about it, family. Manslaughter, up to 15 years. Manslaughter and a $10,000 fine. So that's going to be it for tonight. I appreciate y'all. This was a long one. Over 12 hours we streamed today. 2 separate streams. We have to go over 12 hours. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Tap in, family. Share with a friend, you dig? And until next time, family, stay fresh and stay blessed. Peace out, family.
Well, isn't this?
Lady L, Trakesha, Tay Biz, appreciate y'all. Chan, my black is golden. Much love. For always, forever, for life. Much love.